Welcome to Esther 414 Ministries. This is Tracy, and today we're in the book of John, chapter 16, verse 33. Now, this is Jesus speaking, and he's saying this: "In the world you will have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world." Now, there are a lot of times in our lives when we'll want things to work out exactly a certain way, but you know what? Many times it just doesn't. We have set in our mind how something needs to be, how our marriage needs to be, how our job needs to be, how a certain day needs to go. And there are so many times when we'll get those wrenches that are thrown into something, and it's not what we expected, and we're really thrown off kilter. We're like, and we can either get upset by it, we can get frustrated by it, we can get bugged by it, or we can be like Jesus, and so he says, "Be of good cheer. I have overcome the world." Because he's been victorious, we can be victorious. We can live life to its fullest, even when the Lord starts throwing things our direction that we just never expected. Because why does he allow those things into our lives? Why does he allow this frustrated day to happen? See, it's building our character. He's conforming us into the image of his Son, Jesus Christ. So he's allowing these little things in there, and then he's training us to respond in the correct manner. It builds us up. It creates a peace beyond all understanding when we start looking to the Lord and we start asking him, "Lord, would you please show me what it is you'd like me to learn in this situation?" Or, "Lord, I know the enemy is trying to come at me and he's trying to frustrate this day. I pray that you would rebuke him in Jesus' name." He's teaching us to rely on him, to rely on his word. Are we going to use his word to conquer the enemy? Are we going to use his word to combat the enemy in our mind, in our circumstances around us? See, all these things are to help us, to conform us, because you just don't cruise through life without any problems, without any frustrations, or without anything happening that you didn't plan. And see, the Lord knows this, and he allows these things to help us. So the Bible says, "When I am weak, I am strong." So really, your willingness to rely on God in difficult situations really can mean the difference between a good day and a bad day, between growing and not growing, between being stagnant and going down the hill. We need to rely on God. We need to trust him and realize that anything that does come along, he's allowed, and it's for our good, because he works all things together for good for those who love him, and we have to remember that. I hope this has blessed you. This is Tracy from Esther 414 Ministries.